Hello, and welcome to the Colonel's Bequest. I decided to kind of play this very abruptly today, but I'm excited to get into it. We just gotta get past this copyright. Okay. I checked before. The curtain is about to go up. Please be seated. I've never seen it. Well, I have seen it, but I'll let you guys see it. Colonel Henry A. Dijon. He must be a saucy guy. Say it ain't so. Oh, it's filling with blood. I've played this game a few times, and I really enjoyed it a lot. It's pretty fun. Executive producer Ken Williams. Written by Roberta Williams. It's featuring Colonel Henry Dijon. His faithful staff, Fifi, Seeley, and Jeeves. Some very stereotypical names. Rudy, Gertie, and Gloria. All of these characters are named after, like, famous people. The Prune family. Lillian and Ethel? The Colonel's confidants. Clarence Sparrow and Dr. Wilbur C. Fields. And starring Laura Bow. I cannot figure out how to move this out of the way. I'm so sorry. (1925) Tulane University. There's Laura. Just reading. Hey Laura, want to come with me this weekend to my Uncle Henry's estate? He's having a family reunion of some sort. I don't know, I have some studying to do. I forgot it skips automatically. Lillian is a very pretty woman. Oh, come on, it'll be a scream. It's such a creepy old place, you might find it interesting. Okay, count me in. Two nights later. She didn't take much convincing, honestly. Programmed by Chris Hoyt and Chris Iden. The Chris's. And now we're at a very remote, isolated location where anything could happen. Creative design. Designer Jacqueline Austin. The art in this game is genuinely beautiful. This game came out in 1989, and not all the games were as lovely as this. We're here, Laura. Misty Acres. Well, what do you think? It looks interesting, all right. Well, wait till you meet the family. in this spooky mansion. Yes? Jeeves, don't you remember me? I'm Lillian. Oh, yes. Everyone else has already arrived. They're just sitting down for dinner. Please come in and join them. During dinner. I'm glad you all are here. I'm sure you're wondering why I sent for you. As you know, I'm a very wealthy man. I've invested my money wisely and have put away almost every dime. However, my end is near, and I've decided to bequeath my millions to each of you sitting at the table. Except, of course, Lillian's friend Laura. Anyway, as I've said, you're all inheriting my money, and you will all inherit equally when I go. If any of you should die before I do, then your share will be distributed equally to the surviving parties. I'm tired, Fifi. Help me back to my room. Good night, all. Can you believe that? The old goat. I'm surprised he didn't try and take it all with him. He's such an old skinflint. I don't think you deserve any of the money. Speak for yourself. How much do you think he's got? Well, I know what I'm going to do with my share. Your share? I bet the old codger outlives you. Wonder how sick he is. Do you think he's gonna go soon? I've had enough of this. Laura and I will retire to our room now. Yeah, all this money hungriness. And now, it's 7 o'clock. This game is in 8 acts, and you can easily progress the game to the next act before it's ready. Let's see. Dun. This is the guest room you share with Lillian. Though a bit tired looking, it seems comfortable enough. Laura dear, please excuse me. I'm going to freshen up in the bathroom. Why don't you explore the estate a bit? I'm gonna try... Something doesn't feel right. Everybody's acting too strange, even Lillian. What would Daddy do in a situation like this? Honey, if things don't feel right, they probably aren't. Observe the situation closely, yet be unobtrusive. Explore your surroundings quietly and carefully. Try to question others without raising suspicion. Notice small details. Take lots of notes, and above all, be careful. Since you never go anywhere without your trusty notebook and pencil, you go to your suitcase, open it, and remove these 2 items. Yes, your father's right. Observing the situation and taking notes would be a good idea. Okay, let's save real quick. Open. No, not open game. Start game. Okay, so here's a fun fact about this game. Okay, I'm just gonna fix something really quick. Hopefully that gets rid of the cursor. Is it still showing up? I don't see it. Okay. But a fun thing about this game, like many other adventure games, is that you gotta move pretty precisely. You can die on this opening screen by opening the laundry chute and crawling in. You can die immediately. It appears to be some kind of chute. You wonder what it goes to. Enter chute. And she's gone. Oh, shoot. Okay. So thank goodness we saved. So this is a text parser game, which means you have to implement actual like text commands. And they're usually one verb and then a noun, like that. Look painting. Above the fireplace, you notice a picture of Colonel Dijon in his younger, more vital days. On the opposite wall, you also see a picture of a little girl. Funny, the girl's eyes have a strange, hollow look to them. Come on. Yeah, she'll bump into things if you're not careful. It looks as if this might have been a nursery at one time. Now it's been converted into a makeshift guest room with Ethel as its current guest. Ethel is a stylishly dressed, overly made-up older woman. Many years of hard drinking have taken their toll on her, as her face is puffy and red, and her skin has wrinkled prematurely. She always seems to have a drink in her hand. You've never met her before, but Ethel is your friend Lillian's mother. Let's talk to Ethel. Where is Lillian, Laura? I'd like to speak with her. She went to freshen up in the bathroom. She'll be right back. Look, drink. Ethel holds a drink and a white hanky in her hand. Hanky is easier to spell than handkerchief. Okay. Alright, well. Let's go and check on Lillian in the bathroom. See what she's up to. This is the back upstairs hallway of the mansion. Spoiler alert, this cat does nothing the entire game. I kept wanting it to be a clue. Okay. Go in. I'm trying. Okay, there we go. A modern bathroom has been installed in this old house. Hi, Laura. I'm feeling better now. That ride through the bayou had me plumb frazzled. If you need to freshen up, too, I'll be done in just a bit. Now let's... Wait, how do you spell Lillian? I can never remember if it's one or two L's. Your friend Lillian Prune is a rebellious flapper. Like you, she's 20 years old, but unlike you, she's been known to hang out in speakeasies, smoke, and run around with several young men. She's assertive and outgoing to the point of obnoxiousness, but underneath it all, you believe her to be a lonely, insecure girl. Lillian seems intent on tidying up. She's not listening to you. Okay, here's one thing you have to do. Sniff, sniff. Okay. Look. Waste basket. You see a waste paper basket near the sink. Okay. Can I look inside? Waste basket. Currently, it is empty. Currently? That's one thing you never want to hear. Brings up a lot of questions. This is a nice bathroom, though. Okay. Oh, there she goes. And we might as well, if we're in the bathroom, wash our hands. Okay. If you ask me, I don't think she has any. Oh, hello, dear. They're having a private conversation. She's drinking again. So they don't want to talk to us for some reason. Oh, no. You know how it is, Mother. Oh, hi, Laura. Why'd you bring me on this trip if you're going to abandon me? Ask Lillian about her relationship with the Colonel. Uncle Henry and I are very close. At least we used to be. He's always been like a father to me, you know. Ask her about every single one. Why not? About Fifi. Fifi's such a fake. I don't understand what Uncle Henry sees in her. Ask Lillian about Jeeves. If you ask me, I think he's having a little fling with Fifi. We're going for Super Sleuth. This game is not rated by a point system. It's rated by a grading system, and the hardest thing to get is Super Sleuth, which is basically like an A+. You gotta do a lot of asking around. Rudy's never paid much attention to me. He always had his girlfriends and his so-called high life. So, Rudy and Gloria are siblings, I believe. Oh, Gloria thinks she's so glamorous. She thinks she's so beautiful. She's just available, that's all she is. Well, damn, tell me how you really feel. Ask her about Celie. Oh, I love Celie. She listens to me, you know. And Lillian's like, enough with the third degree! Who else is there? Gertie. There's someone named Gertrude. I always thought my Aunt Gertie was the biggest snob. She's probably right. Who else is there? There's Wilbur. I don't know why Uncle Henry keeps him around. Dr. Fields is nothing but a lecherous old quack. Ask her about, what's the other dude's name? Fields. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Clarence. Clarence Sparrow is nothing but a cheap swindler. I bet he cheats Uncle Henry out of a lot of his money. Is it rude to ask Lillian about Ethel when she's right here? Mother is who she is, that's all. I suppose so. Aw. There's a... That's a spoiler for later. You don't know that character yet. Ask Lillian about Laura. I don't know anything about it. You don't know anything about me? Okay, so they won't talk. Oh no. They won't talk to each other in front of me. So there's only one thing we can do. Two old armoires rest against the side walls. And you know what every good mansion needs. Oh no, I spelled it wrong. You pull on the armoire. It's hard to say. Surprise! You find the whole armoire opens to reveal a secret door. Every good mansion needs secret passageways. You have found a small hidden room in the house. And, she had mentioned in the description that there is a painting with hollow eyes. And if you look through the holes of the painting, you can watch their conversation. Gertie isn't deserving of any of Henry's money. Why, she's not even a blood relative. What are you going to do about it, Mother? Well, I can certainly talk to Henry about her and those two brats of hers. You never change, do you, Mother? Never mind, Lillian. You and I will never agree on anything. She's just tossing them back, isn't she? So we can't... If we go around here, there's a chance we will very quickly die. So let's do a quick save. Just in case. Eves drop 1. And you know what? Why don't we try to see if we can get ourselves killed? Nope. We live... It's kind of RNG based. Okay. So now that we've gone here, we can also enter these rooms through these doors, but generally won't do that. And if you look very, very closely, there's a tiny little scrape on the ground. That's how you would figure that out on your own. You notice deep scruff marks on the floor near the two armoires. Let's push them again. Another secret door. Secret tunnel. You have found a small hidden room. You notice a faint aroma of perfume. So someone else has been in here too. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see who we can peep on in here. Laura is a little bit of a peep. Hello! Welcome to the stream. Whoa, scandal. Oh, mon ami, I find it so difficult to refuse you. I'm so attracted to you. Mwah. Well, I was quite a blade in my younger days. Ooh la la, I can tell, Henry, I can tell. Fifi dear, I do appreciate you, but you'd better leave now before we're noticed. The scandal. If you say so, Henry. Au revoir, mon chéri. You got anything to say to that, Laura? Oh. Look at her eyes. You can see. There's nothing of interest in Gertie and Gloria's room. Okay. Okay, let's see. I wish the music was a little more consistent because I can't really turn on music or... Oh, come on, get in there. This elegant room must be the Colonel's. You notice there's an elevator in here. So there is. Let's look at the elevator. It's odd to see a newfangled elevator in this old-fashioned house, but how else would Colonel go up and down the stairs? Let's see what he's all about. The Colonel seems uncharacteristically in an agitative state. His eyes dart around the room as he fidgets in his wheelchair. Frowning, he eyes you suspiciously. Oh, is it not a pipe? Oh, it's not a pipe. It's a cigar. The Colonel smokes a small, nasty-smelling cigar. The tobacco. Smell. Sniff, sniff. Okay. Sniff, sniff. Look at the little... Let me see. Look. I like the little tiny cannon. The finely carved fireplace shows the craftsmanship of bygone days. Oh, doesn't it just, Laura? I'm so glad you're in the chat today. It doesn't appear that this room has been used in a long time. However, it currently seems to be the guest room of Dr. Wilbur C. Fields. They really don't. They'll just paint him over millennial gray. Look. Bag? Well, open that dang bag up, Laura. Since it belongs to Dr. Fields, you should leave it alone. Well, gee whiz, Laura. She's good sometimes and not good some other times. Okay. Come on. I don't know. Things like that. Oh, things like that just prove that, like, even in the 20s, they were like, kids these days, they don't know how we used to have it back in the 1890s. What is that on the ground? Okay, it looks like there's, like, tire marks, but I guess it's just from his wheelchair. Alright. So this is the... You gotta be careful how you move in this place. Any wrong misstep could send Laura tumbling to her death. This is the front upstairs hallway of the plantation house. A grand staircase leads down to the lower level. Okay, so this I'm gonna save, and that may seem excessive, but these rails give out if you breathe on them wrong. So, not die on rails, please. I would love to see the Colonel pop a wheelie or two. Okay, so there's that tinkly little chandelier. And yes, it can fall on you. Okay. You gotta be careful, because she will fall and die if you're not careful. It's a Sierra game. This is the front downstairs hallway of the big house. A grand stairway leads upstairs. Come on. Well, let's look at the room. Oh, they already described it. And there's a beautiful night. Her friend Lillian has a sassy little walk too. A very old suit of armor with one gloved hand holding a battle axe stands beside a stairway. Although it's well polished, all of its joints are completely rusted. Well, that's not thorough rusting at all. Yeah, check. I know, right? But you can also die by that axe. Okay. This is the back downstairs hallway of the big house. Double French doors laid out back. Yes, there are indeed a lot of things to die by. It's one of those games. You've entered the parlor of the old mansion. Against the back wall, you noticed a sculpted marble bar, and in the corner, a parrot swings from its bird stand. Oh no. Oh, okay. It's just time progressing. We're not moving different acts. That old biddy, she's half sloshed most of the time, and here's that young friend of Lillian's. Okay, let's look at these two. Gertrude Dijon is the Colonel's widowed sister-in-law. She is obviously behind the times, as she looks like she stepped out of the gay 90s. A bit of a snob, she walks around with her nose in the air and has an annoying habit of constantly playing with her many strands of pearls. Well, I never. Clarenza, apparently, is a dapper-looking man in his late 40s. From what you've gleaned, he has been the Colonel's attorney for some time and seems to know the rest of the group as well. His manner is a bit on the curt side, and you can sense a bit of sneakiness in there. How gay were those 90s? Is it a decanter? I don't know how to spell that. The sculpted marble bar sports a beautifully finished ebony countertop. Upon the countertop, you see a decanter of cognac. Look. Upon... yep. Drink. Cognac. You don't care for liquor, remember? That's a big cigar. And you know what they say about big cigars. Okay, now we gotta do the questioning with everybody again. Lillian's had her problems, you know. Her mother is to be blamed for all of them. Okay. They don't like you either. Oh, her? My sister-in-law's nothing but an old sloppy junk. She's made nothing but a mess of her entire life. I love getting up in everybody's business in this game. My son has a good head for business, and he's very handsome, don't you think? He's all right. I'm so proud of my daughter. She's a very talented actress, you know. Yes, she is. Ugh. Don't let him fool you, Miss Bow. He may look like a doddering old man, but he knows exactly what he's doing. I don't believe he intends giving any of us one thin dime. He's got some plans up his sleeve. Mark my words. Yeah, she's the boomer of the 20s. Let me see. Who else is there to ask about? Clarence. He's right there. Why, I'm just having a little discussion with him. Okay. I can tell you this much, Miss Bow. Fifi isn't doing much cleaning around here. Well, that's her prerogative. Oops. I don't pay any attention to her. She's just the cook, you know. Well, she's still chill as fuck. That doctor is nothing but an old charlatan. There's one person left, isn't there? No, I asked about Wilbur. Did I ask about Wilbur? I don't have anything else to say about that. She's patting her foot. Impatiently. Okay, now let's ask him everything about everyone. Gertie. What about Gertie? She's right here. Someone has some sense. Lillian, she's not much better than her mother. Those two make a pair. Well, frickin' rude. Why would you care about that old dame? She's nothing but a cheap drunk. Ask? I gotta ask him about everyone. Don't ask me about Fifi. Go ask that old cripple, Colonel yourself. Okay, you're clearly not a cool dude. Jeeves? I never bother with the servants. You're so cool, dude. I don't concern myself with the servants. Ask Clarence about Rudy. I don't wish to discuss him, especially with you. You're getting too personal here, young lady. It's most everyone. I think that's everyone. Let's get a look at that parrot. A colorful parrot swings merrily on its perch. It's not squawking at all. I don't hear it. Smell. Sniff, sniff. Oh, of course. I almost forgot. Talk. Parrot. The bird cocks its head quizzically. Okay, well, greet parrot, introduce yourself. Okay. Okay, now it is time. Now's the time to spy on them through this lady's eyes. She's a beautiful lady. Okay. Oh. The ticking of the clock can just barely be heard. Let's push that mirror. You push on the oval mirror and to your astonishment, find that the mirror opens to reveal a secret door through the mountain. Man, I love me a secret door. Okay, let's look through the holes and see what they're on about. I love the animation of her looking. I've offered her a fail deer many times for her property along the river, but the old biddy won't sell. Soon she's gonna force me into taking some sort of action. What could you possibly want with that swampy land anyway? It's no good for anyone. Little do you know, Gertie, my dear. Let's just say I happen to know it's worth a great deal, and I have several rich potential investors who would back me up on any plan to develop her. Well, tell me. I've said too much already. You'll probably go and blab everything to Ethel. Of all the nerve. Well, if I were Ethel, I wouldn't sell you any land either. You're no better than a low-down snake in the grass. I don't know what my daughter sees in you. My affair with Gloria is none of your business. Besides, she doesn't care what you think. They've got a thing going on, him and Gloria. You're trying to exploit my daughter just like you try to exploit everyone else. Well, I've got the goods on you, mister. I know about your little racehorse scam. If you don't watch your P's and Q's, I'm going to tell them all about it. Try it, lady. I've had enough of this. Damn, that was intense. I'll save over this one, because we lived. Okay. So, a lot of scandals going on in this rich mansion. Anything could happen. Okay. Now. Time to do the same thing to this group. Just bother them. You found the Colonel's billiard room. Funny, he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd enjoy playing billiards, or listening to the Victrola or the player piano. I do too. This is a very, very good looking game. They really dithered it up. Uncle Henry's a strange old coot. Quiet, we're not alone anymore. This is an old billiard table. It's quite dirty and dusty. It doesn't appear as if billiards has been played much. Upon it you see 3 balls, 2 red and 1 white. That's not how you do that. Yeah, the color, the art in this game is really good. Spin that crank. Oh. Turn handle? Oh, come on now. How much closer could I possibly be? You never learned to play the piano, but there's a winding mechanism on the side of the player piano. Wind. Turn. Handle. Am I on the wrong side? That's one thing about these text parser games. Some people are so rude, don't you think, darling? I know what you mean, Toots. God forbid a girl wants to catch a vibe. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. She's ashing right onto the floor. So rude. Please make it brief, darling. Now we gotta bother them thoroughly. Oh, I've always felt a little pity for my younger cousin. She's had her share of problems, but I don't want to get into that, darling. She is a baddie. Darling. I don't much care for my Aunt Ethel. She's just a lousy drunk, and I'm sure she contributed to her husband's death, although that's no business of yours. Okay, that's a bold statement. If you wish to talk with Rudy, then do so. There's nothing you need to know about my mother. Okay, I'll start asking about the servants. The cook is kind of strange, you know. She practices voodoo, darling. I know. About Jeeves. He's just a butler, darling. We're gonna be doing a lot of invasive questioning. She's nothing but a cheap trollop. Okay, well that's rude. She's not cheap at all. I'm sure she gets paid generously. I've tried to get along with Uncle Henry, but he is such an old grouch. Okay. Now let's bother Rudy. My sister and I are talking. Do you mind? I do mind. Gloria's right here. Leave my mother out of this. Lillian has always overreacted to things. Someone ought to teach her some self-control. Well, we did interrupt them, their conversation. We're like, da-na-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Okay, what's she think about Ethel? Aunt Ethel's always drunk. Who cares about her? She's a looker, all right, but she ain't to be trusted. Jeeves is Jeeves. I don't think much about him. She's a strange old gal. Uncle Henry hasn't always understood me, but I sure could use his money, support more. I know, he's not a great conversationalist at all. These two are kind of questionable, but everyone here is. Okay. Oh, wait. Did I? Oh, this place is so creepy. Well, here she is again. Gotta look and smell It appears Gloria has acquired a bad habit. Sniff, sniff. Okay. Okay, now it is time to spy. More secret tunnels. You pull on the grandfather clock and, to your surprise, find the whole clock opens to reveal a secret door. Yippee! You notice a faint aroma of perfume. Okay, it's in here too. Could be anyone. No, stop doing that. Let's see what they are so keen to talk about. What a skinflint Uncle Henry is. Man, what I could do with his dough. How rich is he, darling? I don't know for sure. At least a couple mil. That's a lot in the 1920s. If he's so rich, why doesn't he keep this place up better? It's such a dump. It's not that bad. It's pretty nice. The old miser wouldn't part with a penny if he could help it. I wonder if Fifi's getting any of his money, though. I bet she's trying to, anyway. Why, she practically has him wound around her little finger. Darling, it's disgusting. Speaking of disgusting, what are you going to do about Clarence? Oh, him. I've decided to break up with Clarence. I've a new beau, a director, no less. He's such a doll. Clarence isn't going to like it when you break it off. I don't trust him at all, the snake. Oh, darling, that reminds me. Remember that little medical problem I had? I don't trust Wilbur to keep it quiet. It could ruin my career if it got out. I've got to talk to him. You do that, my dear sister. As for me, I'm going to retire to my room for a while. Kiss, kiss. These two. So obnoxious. Okay. Now let's see what's going on here. The doctor is alone, reading a magazine. Okay. Now let's go see what's going on with this dude. Get in there. Come on. Okay. This must be the library. You see many books of various and sundry topics displayed in the bookcases. Tucked into one wall, you notice an elevator shaft. So this goes right up to Uncle Henry's room. I want to warn you, Wilbur. Don't you dare go spilling the beans on me. I wouldn't do a thing like that, sweetie pie. My little medical problem was my own business and nobody else's. See to it you keep quiet. Sure thing, whatever you say. Fine. So what was that all about? Okay, let's talk to the doctor. So you're Lillian's friend. Laura, is it? You look very nice, Laura. Very nice indeed. Dirty old man. So unfortunately we have to keep talking to him. Let's see what the deal is with Gloria. Gloria's a beautiful girl, a desirable girl. She was a patient of mine once, though I haven't seen her in quite some time. Nope. So there's some implications there. Brody's no more morals than a rat. He's no right to pick on me. I'm not well acquainted with Gertrude. I know her daughter, though. I haven't seen Lillian for quite some time. I remember her visiting here as a child. I understand she had some problems a while back. Ethel. Ethel and Henry were never close. As a consequence, I never saw much of her. I love her pecan pie. Sounds delicious. Okay. Jeeves? I don't think much about Jeeves, plural. Fifi, wonderful girl, wonderful girl. Henry's got more life in him than you might think. Yes, sirree. Okay, well, this was fun. I don't want to talk to him ever again. Get in there. Come on. Laura, you can do it. I know you can. This appears to be the Colonel's study, as a large desk dominates the room. Upon the desk you notice a small glass case. At the back of the room, 2 large cabinets also catch your attention. Hi, Fifi. Fifi doesn't have time for idle chit-chat. She's too busy cleaning the Colonel's study. She won't talk about Lillian. Okay, nope, she won't. The large oak desk sits in the center of the room. Atop it you see a small glass case. The small silver derringer is inside the glass case. Is this fireplace also nicely built? It is. Okay, well, look at that gator up there. Uh-oh. I'm trapped. Okay. You have to be careful where you stand in this room because I got soft locked in this room one time. You see a fancy cabinet with leaded glass doors. Cautiously, you peek inside the open door of the cabinet. Not surprisingly, part of the Colonel's weapons collection is housed there. Within the cabinet, you see an Australian boomerang, a steel cutlass, a pearl-handed dagger, a mace, and an antique crossbow. Nice. He's got a lot of fun things in there, honestly. A cutlass. Okay. Get in there. Oh, hello, Jeeves. You attempt to talk to Jeeves, but he ignores you as he goes about his business. Would you like a drink? No, thank you. So there's interesting things about Jeeves. that are never really explained or ignored or expanded on fully. Okay, let's save before we die once more. Let's not die on the rail, please. Okay. Death is not just around the corner for us. We will survive. Also, this cabinet will, like, always kill you. There's, like, no good things about the cabinet. Not cabinet, closet. I mean, we could try it, though. Oh, it lagged. That was weird. Okay. Let's see. Just an empty closet. Okay. We didn't die this time. We were lucky. Oops. Okay. Let's check on old Gertie. This is a cozy guest room which Gloria and Gertie are sharing. And it's Act 2. This is a nice guest room. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Gertie looks awfully tired. Perhaps you shouldn't bother her. Oh, she's snoring. Oh, and now there's something right there. Looks like someone dropped a white handkerchief on the floor. And now we can look at it in our inventory. Nice. Okay. Now go back in to check on Gertie, and she's gone! Did something happen in here? A small table is lying on its side near a wide open window. Is that cigar smoke you smell? Is it? Sniff, sniff. Oh. Let's see. It's a nice rug. Look. Is it a table? It appears a small table has been knocked over with a potted plant it supported lying crumpled on the floor. Okay, well, let's see what's going on out this window. Surely nothing bad has happened. Curiously, you peer through the open window into the darkness outside. Looking downward, you think you see something, but you can't make out any details. Okay, well, let's go check it out then. We have to exit the mansion. Scariest thing of all. Leaving your home and touching grass. Go on. Someone's walking outside in the veranda, second story. Who could it be? Dun dun dun. Who could it be? Could be anyone. Let's do a quick save for Act 2's sake. It might seem a little extra to save a lot, but it's not. Not in a game like this. Please don't die from the... Oh. One important tool a good detective uses besides asking questions of people is to selectively reveal information to them and listen to their response. If you tell Gloria about Fifi, you may receive additional information about Fifi, or at least what Gloria thinks of Fifi. Honey, if you've found any items you're confused about, or would like more information, try showing it to others. They may reveal more information about it to you. Thanks, Daddy. This could not be relevant, for sure. Nothing of the sort will happen. Can I look at Gloria again? Is she doing okay? Gloria Swansong, a beautiful platinum blonde, is the Colonel's other niece, and Gertie's daughter. She seems so glamorous with her long feather boa, stunning jewels, and lovely gown. You've been told that she's a successful actress in Hollywood, although you've never heard of her. Was something wrong with the volume? I could change the volume. Dun dun dun. This is the southwest corner of the mansion, right outside the billiard room. Oh, okay. We just discovered a death. Oh dear, it looks as if Gertie has accidentally fallen from her upstairs window and killed herself. Or was it an accident? You can hear frogs creaking. Gertie's dead, alright. But what if we examine Gertie? Yeah, you missed a lot while you were away. Gertie's dead. Can I examine her body? Yeah, she was a bitch and then she died. Huh. Okay. Okay, well, I'm so sorry, Gloria, but I have some terrible news to tell you. This timely information from our dad. We've got to tell Gloria about Gertie. This is so sad. Oh, Garite. Let's tell Gloria about Garite. Mother! No, it can't be! You're very mean. There's nothing there. Stuck on the piano. She's not there? It's gone. Who could have done such a dastardly thing? And on the same day Uncle Henry announced his inheritance. Why, this day just can't get any worse. Okay. Now let's go back to the dining room where we got the information in the first place. This is a very elegant dining room. Looks like the Colonel has some class after all. This is an interesting way of setting up the chairs. One like on the... Do you see that? Oh my god! They're around. This old house has a nice big kitchen. Now, child. It ain't no use getting upset. Things have a way of working themselves out. I know, Celie, but it just doesn't seem right. Oh, hi, Laura. Celie's the Colonel's cook. She's an overweight black lady who, on the surface, seems to be distant and unfriendly. However, you sense that she's probably just minding her own business. You have heard that Celie practices voodoo, and you wonder about this. Oh, she's turning towards me. Okay. Cancel. Let's look at that icebox. This is your average run-of-the-mill icebox. A leftover soup bone. It might come in handy. You grab it and take it with you. How's your mama doing these days? Oh, you know Mother Celie. Oh, she's tapping her foot. She's anxious. What you want, Laura? It looks familiar. So she recognizes the white handkerchief we found outside of Gertie's room. Okay. You make the best bread, Celie. I just love it. You're standing at the northeast corner of the house, right outside the kitchen. Beside the kitchen door, you see a doghouse and a cellar door. Feeding the dog. Look at him go. Old Beauregard snoozes in his doghouse. There's a large doghouse outside the kitchen door. You see the name Beauregard written over the doghouse door. And I have some great news. You can in fact pet the dog. Okay, gotta move out of the way. Yeah, it's Beauregard! Throw. Bone. To. Dog. Okay. I think it's funny when they say that. Look at him. Oh, gotta go around town. Okay. You peer into the dark interior of the doghouse and look around. What's this? Why, it looks like a necklace of small amethyst and quartz stones. Nope, stones. Beauregard must have found it someplace and brought it here. You quickly grab it and take it with you. Yay! Necklace obtained. This cellar has given me so much trouble. I'm constantly not close enough. Okay. Oh, it's locked. Okay. So we can't do that now. I know. It's most of the game is pretty good about the, like, figuring out where you are and stuff. But the cellar is not one of those. You see nothing special. She's gotta churn some butter. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Push mirror. Okay. It took me forever to figure out that it was look holes and not like look painting. Oh. I tried every word except for holes. You know how they feel about me, don't you, Polly? Huh? Well, I don't care what they think, especially Gertie and that conniving daughter of hers. And I think I'll have another drink, okay, Polly? Have a drink, Hawk. Here's to you. Okay, well that was something. She's talking to the birds now. It is a really fun game. I really liked trying to figure out who done it. Really? Thank you. Okay. Whoops. I'm following a walkthrough just to make sure I become a super sleuth. I gotta get an A+. Lou? Mysterious figure. Who could it be? Okay. La da da. The fire's not on in this room. You're standing in the northwest corner of the house outside the Colonel's study. I can't go on with this any longer. I must tell him about... Quiet. Let's go into the house to continue this discussion. He looks like Colonel Sanders. No privacy here, either. And Laura's just like, what's going on, guys? Why are you walking away? Mysterious. She's right. Come on. Laura. Laura. Okay. Come on, let's go to the dining room. Well, they won't talk around me, then I know what I'll have to do. I know. So rude. I'm a guest. I was invited to this house, and everyone's like, Laura, you meddling child, you know not of what you speak. And I'm like, I was invited here. I'm just here to help my friend. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Can't get no privacy. Let's see what they've got to say. It's just not right. We've got to tell him about it. No, it'll work out, Wilbur. I've got some plans. How are you going to replace that $100,000 we took from Henry? Where would you get that kind of money? Dun dun dun. I know people. I can do it. Just trust me. He's the one who Gloria just broke up with. Or is going to break up with. I'm not sure. Why were we so stupid as to buy into a racehorse anyway? And to use Henry's money? We should have known better. It would have worked out, Wilbur. It wasn't our fault that fucking horse broke his leg. They're Uma Musume fans! All I can say, Clarence, is you'd better do something fast. Because if you don't, I'm fessing up. The burr months are my favorite too. I'll handle it, Wilbur. Just don't be stupid and say something. I've gotta go. Remember, don't say nothing. I've been here for 2 hours and I'm uncovering everything. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, is there a smell in here? You notice a faint aroma of perfume. Okay. Before I leave entirely, I'm gonna check again to go into the cellar. I'm so glad we're in the burr months. Fall is my favorite season. Oh no. Oh Lord. Hi Laura, having fun? Kinda. You're not really being a good host. I love you though. Please be open. Don't do this to me. You gotta be like right in the middle. And right up on it. Is that your girlfriend? Oh yay, it's open! So one can only hope. This must be the butler's room. Actually, it's not too bad considering it's down in the cellar. She's our friend, officially, but we could say girlfriend. Hi, Jeeves. Hanging out? I'm in your room now. It appears that Jeeves has a sink here, too. She's our gal pal. Our lady friend. There's a mirrored medicine cabinet on the wall next to the sink. There's nothing you need in Jeeves's medicine cabinet. This is a nice little butler pad for Jeeves. Jeeves is the Colonel's imposing butler. Although you find him somewhat good-looking, he nevertheless gives off a disconcerting feeling of secretiveness. You have noticed that Jeeves generally keeps to himself and tends to talk in little more than monosyllables. You wonder about him. Hey, Jeeves. What's up? I deserve a little peace and quiet in my own room. You see a box of crackers on the nightstand next to Jeeves's bed. What kind of crackers? You ask Jeeves if you can have the crackers. He nods his head in approval. Okay, let's see what we can now look at the crackers. We can look at everything we have. Nice, nice. Let's see that necklace we picked up. That's a nice looking necklace, Beauregard. So it looks like someone got Cask of Amontillado right there. Maybe they did. What is he hiding? Look, drawers. You see nothing special. You see a large closet under the stairs. I guess I shouldn't go through his shit. I mean, I'm sure he's used to the people in this house being inconsiderate and rude. Laura's a nosy busybody. Maybe your friend's hungry. She keeps coming in here. I am a little hungry. We didn't even get to eat dinner because we had to go unpack. Okay, so now we have the crackers. There's only one thing to do with them. How's your son doing, Seely? Oh, they say the interesting things just as I'm leaving. There's the laundry chute we can dye in. It's on all floors. Okay. You know, Polly, you really understand me, don't ya? Awk? Polly? Awk? The parrot cocks its head quizzically. You know what we gotta do. Give cracker to Polly. You give a cracker to the parrot. Awk? Gonna tell him. Racehorse scam. Awk? Polly want a cracker. Cracker. Herk. Okay. So now. Get in there. The doorways are so fiddly and precise. Okay. Now back up the stairs. She does have a little bit of a sassy walk, doesn't she? She's got an ass on her. Carefully. I should have saved. It appears to be another guest room that Rudy and Clarence are sharing. Oh no! Leave me alone, you cad! Get his ass, Fifi. Seems that Rudy Dijon is Gloria Swansong's brother and Gertie's son. You surmise that Swansong must be Gloria's stage name. Rudy's a handsome man and any woman would be attracted to him, but you sense an undercurrent of hostility in Rudy, a sense that he should not be crossed. You know, Laura, you're a very attractive girl. No, get the fuck away from me. Rudy is a cad. Cad indeed. Okay, well, let's go check on Fifi, make sure she's okay. People are hitting on Laura. I mean, she is cute, but she's got Lillian. You don't invite your best friend to a strange mansion in the middle of the woods to discuss inheritance on a whim. Fifi's room. Her room is in the attic. She's fixed it up nicely. Fifi's the Colonel's pretty French maid. You surmise she's probably very apt in her duties, whatever they may be. Fifi is young, blonde, and sexy. Although she seems to have a vivacious personality, you can sense a certain cunning underneath it all. I don't know, I think they're too hard on her. Unless you're boning. I mean, we have our own bedroom. Like, they could have given Laura the extra bedroom and had Ethel and Lillian share a room because they're mother and daughter. But no, Lillian and Laura get their own room. I just find that interesting. Oh, mademoiselle, moi. I can't say, I don't speak French. Excusez-moi, but you should not be in here. Well, let's ask Fifi about Rudy. Mon Dieu, he is nothing but trouble. She's got her own Victrola in here. She is much like her mother. Henry should keep his eyeballs on that family. Okay, what about her mother? I have said too much already, but I think she has her sights set on all of Henry's money. I do not like to talk, but Mademoiselle Prune does not like me. She always gives me the dirty looks. Ethel. It is not good that Mademoiselle Ethel drinks too much liquor. That makes Henry very sad. I love working for Henry. He's a wonderful boss. He must be pretty wonderful, because y'all were boning earlier. I'm quite fond of him. Nope. Clee. Celia is always sticking her nose where it does not belong. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, I think it was like right before you came. They were like in a room together and she was kissing up on him and she was like, "Oh, I can't resist you, Colonel. You're so handsome." This is her changing room, and if you time things right, you can actually spy on her in here while she's changing later in the game. I've never gotten it to work, though. I just know you can. Laura would never. Okay. Where are we going now? Yeah, he was like, "I was quite the blade when I was younger." And she was like, "Oh, I know. You're so sexy." Just because he's old doesn't mean he can't be sexy. Alright, let's do a little sniffing. Faint aroma of perfume. He's just reading. The doctor is alone, reading a magazine. Okay. He's reading Doctor's Monthly or whatever. Whoops. There you are. You seem distant, babe. What's the matter? darling, this is very difficult. What's difficult? You and I want to end it all. Nope, end it. She doesn't want to end it all. She's got crazy cheekbones. Are you joking or something? That's ridiculous. No, darling, I'm not joking. I have a new beau. He's a director. Yeah, well, I have to think about this. Drama. See you around, sweetheart. Drama. Okay, well, let's do a little cheeky little save. So Gloria. Oh, and there's like a lag sometimes. They're breaking up. Okay. Something looks wrong here. A chair's been knocked over and there are signs of a struggle on the floor. What's going on? A fireplace poker has been dropped on the library floor. You see some small pink feathers scattered on the floor. Now who do we know that has a pink feather boa? Gotta quickly look at all this shit. Okay. You retrieve the fireplace poker. Your eyes happen to fall upon some small pink feathers scattered on the floor. And just then someone passes by. Now let's look at the poker and see if there's anything about it. It just looks normal. A little bit of blood maybe? Something happened in here. Chair's been knocked askew. Well, what's this? He was just in here reading his magazine. You read the name of the magazine. It's called The Racehorse Quarterly. Upon examining the page, you see a picture of a beautiful thoroughbred named Sonny Boy. The nickname Sonny Boy has been circled in red. Can I take the magazine? Diva down! Okay. Okay, well. Go on. So she was at least there. I mean, it's very similar. And I do love Knives Out. Rich family. Although there's only one murder in the Knives Out family, and it remains to be seen if there will be more in this game. Oh, look! The elevator's here. Distrustfully, the Colonel keeps an eye on you from his wheelchair. Let's go around. Oh, it's okay. Oh, his bag isn't there. Okay, well, the Murphy bed has been pulled down for Dr. Fields to sleep on. I think I would like a Murphy bed. But I have under bed storage, so I'd have nowhere to put my storage containers. He's just gonna pop a wheelie. Okay. Now let's see. Push the armoire. Oh, what's that? Someone has left an old cane behind. Okay. I presume the old cane isn't for pulling people off stage with. It's just a normal cane. Okay. This game is so specific. It only took me like 6 hours in total to finish this game originally and like get everything. But I could have easily imagined people spending a long time on this game. Especially back in the day when there's no walkthrough. You give a cracker to the parrot. She's after me. Walk, so afraid. We will talk about that once the killer is revealed. There are changes each time you play this game, to a certain extent. But there are some open ends. Let's see. Okay. Also, there's a very detailed route that everyone takes in this game. Jeeves, like, has an entire route around the entire property. Hi, Fifi. What's this down here, huh? You got a hot date planned? Mademoiselle, s'il vous plaît, please. I want to read my book. You got 2 glasses out here. This looks like fine cognac. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, now we have to explore the outside. There's nothing left for us to do anymore inside. We have to go touch grass and explore this beautiful estate. I suppose if we must. Out the back door, a garden path encircles a small statue, and then continues on through a lovely rose arbor. Isn't it just? It's a little satyr. Okay. Now this is where we saw them arguing. You see a rusted iron bell at the top of an old bell tower. A rope dangles a short distance between the bell, while a ladder runs up the tower side. Behind a weathered fence, you will notice the remnants of the old plantation fields. Lightning. Well, let's be careful. Okay. Dusty cobwebs cover the old bell that over years has rested in place. There's a funny death right here. Oh, look who it is. Ethel stumbling around. She's on her crusade around the estates. Oh, I'll let her finish. At least she's still alive. Is it a hook? Pull, hook with cane. You can't do that. Wait, how did they word it? Okay. Reaching up with the cane. Oh. Nothing happens. It's too rusty to move. Okay. Well, we lived this time. If you pull it while you're standing right under it, it can crush you. Okay, let's see. Okay. You have come upon a ramshackle little playhouse. Hanging from a nearby tree, you see an old rope swing. Seeing these long ago playthings makes you wonder about the children who used to live here. I think I went down instead of going left. Things are looking a little cloudy and spooky. At the end of the island, there is a small, quaint chapel. Behind it, you see an old family cemetery. Well, let's head inside this little yurt of a chapel. It's kind of octagonal. This is the old plantation chapel. Above the pulpit, you see a beautiful stained glass window. Oh no! What's happened to Wilbur? Someone must have hit him over the head and killed him. Nervously, you look behind you, but there's no one there. Dun dun dun. Wilbur, he's been fatally hit on the head with a blunt instrument. After that argument, too. Suspicious. With trembling hands, you search Wilbur's body and confirm your suspicions that he died by a tremendous blow to the head. What's this? Why, it's Wilbur's monocle. Thinking it might come in handy, you take it with you. Okay, well, we can't help this guy, but, R.I.P. You're momentarily startled when a floorboard sags slightly as you step upon it. I think there's something here. Oh. Okay. We could go out back to the cemetery, but we don't really need to right now. Very slowly. Very slowly. This is an old family graveyard behind the little chapel. Set among the various family graves and monuments, you notice 2 large tombs. A ghost! The Crouton and Dijon families. Let's look at the graves. The graves and monuments belong to various members of the Crouton family, ranging from the large monument of the patriarch, Francois Crouton, and his wife Claudette, to the simple grave of Sarah Crouton, who was 17 when she died in 1871. Man, that sucks. She didn't get to experience the gay 90s. Okay, so... Okay. Now that we've found his body... Oh, on the west corner of the island, you see an old dilapidated stable surrounded by an empty corral. There's only one stall in this old stable. As there's an old broken down nag in the stall, you deduce this must be Blaze. It's Blaze! Blaze must have once been a beautiful stallion, but now, with many passing years, he has been reduced to an old broken down nag. You guess that he must be the Colonel's horse. Blaze! Okay, just a regular rope. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick little save. Because Blaze can kill us. Because what else is new? Pet Blaze! You stroke Blaze's velvety soft nose. His eyes open wide, and his ears twitch uncontrollably. Okay, let's see. Okay. We petted the horse. We've officially petted every animal in this game. I think you can kiss the animals too. Not certain. That might be a different game. Okay, let's head back to that playhouse down there. Let's see what's going on in here. Only good things, I'm sure. So we've got 2 dead bodies now. Go in there. Hello? Oh my gosh. There we go. You're inside a leaky old playhouse. And then he said, "Hey Lillian, what's going on in here?" "What are you doing here, Laura?" "This is a bit odd. Your friend seems to be reading a book to these old dolls. They're in strikingly good condition." I guess they don't have dolls? Look. Toys? Okay. Okay. Well, this has been nice. See you again soon. I love the way they dithered to make it look like shade. It looks really cool. Like, every screen on this looks really good. Can I look at the satyr? This is an exquisite statue of a dancing satyr. I like it. They had good taste. Oh, I'm up there. There's a poor but clean shack here at the edge of the old sugarcane fields. Nearby, you see a small chicken coop. That is very small. Look. The two chickens scratch and peck with their chicken coop. Okay. Just a second. What do you want, Missy? Show necklace to Sealy. Yeah, little pink coop. Let's see. My necklace. I was wondering where it got to. Well, Miss Laura, why don't you come in and visit me a while? Sealy's place looks quite cozy and comfortable. She's managed to make a home out of the little shack. If you want, you can sit a spell and we'll visit. Okay, well, let's do just that. Okay, we gotta talk. She won't talk to anyone else. She won't talk about anyone else while she's in the house. So you have to ask her here. I know. It's a nice looking little place. Ask Sealy about Lillian. Poor Miss Lillian. That girl's had her troubles. I don't want to talk too much, but her daddy's suicide hit that poor thing hard. And then to have her mama care more about her liquor than her own daughter. It was sad, all right. That is pretty sad. Most of Miss Ethel's troubles started when her husband killed himself about 17 years ago. That was messy business. After that, Miss Ethel sort of started to fall apart and started drinking. Ask Celia about... Oh yeah, everyone else. Jeez, it's hard to figure. I think him and Fifi could be up to something since I seen them winking and blowing kisses at each other. Whoa. Maybe he's the one she set out those cups for in her room. Fifi's a real conniver, all right. She knows what she wants and she'll use any means to get it. And I mean any means. Colonel Henry's a nice enough man. All he wants is to be left alone. Let's do Gertie. She don't care nothing about Colonel Henry. All she cares about is his money. The same as her poor dead husband. I see nothing but trouble with him. He fritters away his life in those drinking establishments and takes up with all kinds of women and spends all his money in the gambling tables. I hear he's up to his ears in gambling debts. Ask Celie about Gloria. Miss Gloria isn't much different than her mama, just younger is all. I haven't asked anyone about Beauregard yet. He's a good dog. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah. I didn't know you could do this. Okay, ask Celie about Sarah. The poor child, it must have been terrible to lose her family and home the way she did. From what I hear, she never did get over it. It's unclear what happened. Show cane to Celie. That looks like Colonel Henry's cane. So, okay, she doesn't have anything to say about that. Show handkerchief to... I keep calling her Celie. It don't look familiar to me. Okay, let me see my inventory. Cane, handkerchief, poker. Okay, that's basically it. Okay. Go on, you can have it if you want. Okay. Okay. Oh no. Okay. I thought I was stuck for a second. It's standing straight up too. Bing. Thanks, Celie. Okay. Give me one hot second. Delete this. Real quick. Turn the sound off. Boo, bots. And block. Blocked. Don't click a link from a bot. There's never 50 sexy MILFs in your area that want to date you. I'm sorry. It's just not true. As much as we wish it could be. The chickens. Okay. Now that that's over and done with. Okay, we gotta go all the way back to the stable. Here's the dog. He's a good dog. Okay. Past the satyr statue. Past the beautiful rose arch. Okay. Need to get Laura some Heelys. Quicken things up a little bit. Could you imagine how different this game would be if she had Heelys? Okay. Can't decide if it'd be worse or 10 times better. Okay, here we are at the stable. Let's see. Okay. Well, there's only one thing we can do with this carrot. Look who it is. Let's give him a little pet again. Pet Blaze. Can I kiss him? I can't remember if it's this game or a different game. That's not a nice thought. I said kiss, right? Not something else? Okay. Can't kiss a horse. That's just ridiculous. Give carrot to Blaze. You hold the carrot in front of Blaze's nose, who begins cautiously sniff at it. He takes it into his mouth and eats it. He looks at you and whinnies softly, as if in friendship. Yay, we're friends with Blaze. Okay. Okay, so now that we're friends, he won't attack us when we open the gate. No. Stop that. Can I even get back there? Wait, okay, let's see. How do I get back there? Oh, that way. Okay. Just gotta go around him. Yay! Lantern gotten. Let's close the gate. Okay. This is a long act. Okay. You're standing at the west side of the circular gravel driveway leading up to the old plantation house. Bong. Oh. Okay. Let's get up in there. Whoop. Where do we gotta go? Yeah. This game, I don't know if you heard before, but this game came out in 1989, so this is pretty advanced, especially for 1989. I'm impressed. You're standing in front of the old plantation house by the front door. Well, let's head inside. Almost no one is ever out in the hallway. Okay. I know, it really is. The fact that people were gaming. They were gamers. Okay. Now let's see what's going on with the old Colonel. I don't know. Where there's a will, there's a way. And as soon as computers existed, there was going to be a way to game on them. Let's go see what the Colonel's up to. It's a miracle! Can you believe it? No wonder his cane is in our possession. Okay. Now. More spying. So much spying. This ain't for you, kid. Is it pipe? Oh. I'm the kid. Laura is a full-grown adult college-educated woman. She's not a kid. Okay, let's see what they're on. Oh, let's see what they're on about. Who is this so-called director that Gloria's seeing now? I ought to punch his lights out for getting between me and my gal. Gloria was never your gal just 'cause she went out with you a couple times. You thought you owned her. Well, I got news for you, buddy. My sister doesn't need to settle for the likes of you. As a matter of fact, you are nothing but a mere dalliance to her. Dalliance? Ha! You're the one who can't make a commitment to anyone. You're just trying to sink Gloria down to your lousy level. You ain't good enough to kiss the ground she walks on. You're nothing but a low-class jerk. Quit butting between me and Gloria. This is none of your business. I'll handle it the way I want, and I won't be asking your permission. I'm warning you, Jack. If I see you near my sister again, I'll cut you up into little pieces and feed it to the dog. Got it? Dang, Rudy. Get a grip. Oh. For a second, it looked like they were gonna kiss. That'd be a crazy twist. Okay. So let's go check on the guy. Poor guy got broken up with by his Hollywood girlfriend. He's just a mere dalliance. Well, this is bad because last time Gertie was sleeping, she ended up dead. Clarence seems to be resting in his bed. Okay, well, he's resting. Carefully. Can't die. Not like this. Let's see. Push that armoire again. What? Oh, because there's no armoire. Push the clock. Of course. Don't be silly, Laura. Is there a smell? Should I be smelling? You noticed a faint aroma of perfume. Okay. Wait, face it? Yeah. Look, holes. Let's see what's going on in here. It's just Gloria listening to the Victrola. I thought she was a music hater. Smell. Sniff, sniff. What's this smell like? Sniff, sniff. Look holes. You know I am. I'm always looking holes. If there's one thing about me. Okay, gotta be careful. Okay. Now let's see. Let's save. We haven't saved in a little while. Since we were friends with Blaze. Hello. Okay. Get in there. Oh. Interesting. He's not in here. Guess he wouldn't mind if I looked through all his shit. It's a miniature replica of a cannon from the Spanish-American War, rendered in pewter and wood. What if I looked inside the cannon? You see a tarnished brass key hidden inside the barrel of a cannon. Well, let me take that dang key. You remove the key from the barrel of the cannon and take it with you. Wait, I just realized I have the monocle, so now I can examine the hanky. Okay, no. There's no... Okay. So now we have the fireplace... No. Elevator key. Okay. So this is fun. We gotta go into the elevator, but the elevator has to be here for us to do that. Come on. Don't mind me. Just going in and out of your room. Colonel. Okay, good night. Thank you for coming. Is this really how it works, or is the walkthrough just trolling me? I'm gonna go check downstairs. Okay. Let's check the downstairs elevator. We're roughly halfway through, so there'll be a part 2 next week. Oh, look at this. Okay. I didn't... Oh. Look. Elevator. It's odd to see a new... Oh. Look. Panel. Okay. Oh yeah. Unlock. Elevator. A faint click is heard as you turn the key in the lock. Is there not a panel? Can I look at the inside of the elevator? Did I just see what I think I saw? My mind's playing tricks on me. I thought I saw someone in the window. Rise. Elevator. Dang it. What's the word? Elevate. Ride. Elevator. What the hey? I unlocked it, right? Oh, look. Control. That'll help me. Okay, there's a handle on the elevator control. On the face of the control are a keyhole and the words up and down. Let me see again. Whoops. It's a lever. Oh, fair enough. Press lever up. Yay! Look at this. Press lever up. We're going all the way up. Ooh, so spooky. What a dark and creepy attic. It helps to have moonlight shining in through the big windows. Among all the junk, a stack of old newspapers catches your eye. Look round. Casually, you glance at the floor but see nothing unusual. It seems to be an old stack of 1890s editions of the Times-Democrat. As you look through them, an October 18th, 1898 edition catches your interest. You begin reading. New Orleans, Louisiana. Colonel Henry Dijon came home today after spending several months in the hospital following injuries in the recent Spanish-American War. Colonel Dijon took several bullets to his pelvic and shoulder areas as he attempted to carry a seriously injured fellow soldier to safety. Incredibly, though injured himself, he managed to make it safely behind American lines. Colonel Dijon was duly decorated and discharged with honor by the U.S. Army. New Orleans welcomes home a true American hero. Is that why the colonel's in a wheelchair, you wonder? Could be. Okay. But there's more. It's dark back here in the attic. The moonlight from the large windows doesn't light this part of the attic very well. Through the gloom, you can see piles of uninteresting boxes and old junk. However, there is an old chunk that interests you. Coming. Let's see. The trunk is open and you see old army clothes strewn about. Okay, let's look at the clothes. Look, army, clothes. Okay. take them. You notice a pair of large old army boots. You notice an insignia on the heels. Well, let's see that insignia. Nope. Insignia. You see an insignia of an eagle on the heels of the army boots. Okay, well, that's that. That's his army garb. You gotta be careful how you go up here. Okay. Let's see. Yes, and now if we go over here, we can unlock the door from the other side, I believe. Yeah. Go on. Can you open it, please? Sometimes it's like, do it yourself. And sometimes it's like, I want the exact and explicit instructions, please. Okay, let's see. You cad. Stop it. Leave me alone. Get out of my room now. You'll regret that, you little vixen. He's Garbo. He sucks. We all hate Rudy. Well, right to sleep. Let's see. Bending over the cognac decanter, you carefully examine it with the monocle. Yes, here's a clear fingerprint. Can I do that with other things? I forgot you had to use the monocle. You carefully examine the white handkerchief using Wilbur's monocle, much like a magnifying glass. Why, what's this? You see a small EP in one corner of the white lace trim. So Ethel left her handkerchief outside of Gertie's room right before she passed away under mysterious circumstances. You examine it with the monocle but don't see anything interesting. Oh, this is very cheerful music considering how many people are dead. You examine the entire fireplace poker with the monocle. There are traces of blood on it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna end it there because it's been 2.5 hours. But this was a lot of fun. We're almost halfway through, so there's a lot of mysteries to uncover and 2 people dead. So I will leave you all with that mystery, and I will see you again next week to solve everything. Hopefully. Goodbye. Oh, thank you for joining. Goodbye.